Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. Today on the channel I'll be doing my tips of round 20 of the 2024 NRL season. Last week I had one of my better rounds in a while. I got 4 out of 5 correct. So let's see how many we get correct in round 20. The first match to kick off round 20 is on Friday night. It's between Canberra and New Zealand. This one's being played at Bruce Stadium. Canberra in 11th, New Zealand in 12th. Historically, the head-to-head between the two clubs is very even. New Zealand don't have the greatest record in Canberra. They've only won 7 times there since 1995. Huge blow for New Zealand going into this game with Tohu Harris being ruled out for the year. With Canberra, they're getting back Jamal Fogarty. He's been out for quite some time. I thought they'd really struggled without Fogarty, but they've done okay. But now he's back in the team and they need him more than ever now because they've lost their last 4 matches in a row in the league. This is a hard match to call because throughout the entire year, both of these teams have kind of upset my tips. But for this one, I'm going to go for the home team. I'm going to go for Canberra to win. I'll go for Canberra to win by 1 of 12 points. The first match on Super Saturday is between South Sydney and West Tigers. This one's being played at the Central Coast Stadium. South Sydney in 15th at the moment. West Tigers bottom of the table on for and against. From what I've read in the team lists, Coruscant is not going to play this match for West Tigers. He's been named in the reserves. Last week, South Sydney's winning run come to an end against Redcliffe. With West Tigers, they were battered by Cronulla, 58 points to 6 by memory. And as we've seen in years gone by and rounds gone by, generally when teams get battered one week, they come out a lot better the next week. And even though West Tigers are bottom of the table, South Sydney have to be on their game because I think we're going to be seeing a better performance by West Tigers in this match. And West Tigers will also be desperate to win because Parramatta has a bye this week, which will mean they'll go 2 points clear of West Tigers. So if West Tigers lose this game, they're going to be 2 points adrift at the bottom of the table. For this match, I think it's going to be a high scoring one, but I'm going to go for South Sydney to win by 1 of 12 points on the Central Coast. The second match on Super Saturday is between Newcastle and Brisbane. This one's being played at Marathon Stadium in Newcastle. Newcastle in 10th and Brisbane 13th in the league. Brisbane have lost their last 6 matches in the league, and at the start of the year they were tipped as one of the Premiership favourites. They're currently 13th and things haven't been going well for them. From the team list that I've seen, a lot of their star players from Origin have all been named in the reserves. They might not play, whereas the Newcastle players that are in Origin have all been named to play. Once again, this is a bit of a funny one because I've been tipping Brisbane the last couple of weeks to win a game, and each week they've disappointed me. And with it being at Newcastle, it's really tricky as well. I think I'm going to go for Newcastle to win by 1 of 12 points. I'm not entirely confident, but something's not right at Brisbane at the moment, and I'm going to go for Newcastle, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brisbane win on the week that I don't tip them. And the final match on Super Saturday is between Melbourne and Sydney Roosters. In my personal opinion, this is game of the round. This one's being played at Amy Park. Melbourne in first and East's third in the league. Melbourne have won their last 5 matches in a row coming into this fixture, and Sydney Roosters have won 4 in a row. Sydney Roosters' record at Amy Park isn't great. Since Amy Park opened back in 2010-2011, they've only won 4 times there, but both of these teams come into the match off some really good form. Some people have described this fixture between these two clubs as a bit of a rivalry game or a rivalry. It's not a rivalry, but anyway, I think this could potentially be either a preliminary final or a grand final at the end of the year. We'll just have to wait and see. For this match, I'm going to tip the home side. Melbourne are usually very good at home. They're first in the league at the moment for a reason. I think this is going to be a really high energy game, but I'm going to go for Melbourne to win by 1 or 12 points. The first match on Sunday is between Penrith and Redcliffe. This one's being played at Penrith Stadium. Penrith in 2nd at the moment, Redcliffe in 6th. For this match as well, as we all know, Nathan Cleary's been named to return after being out for just over 2.5 months. And this is also Redcliffe's first ever trip to the foot of the Blue Mountains. From what I've seen with the team lists, a lot of the Origin players that are featuring for both teams will be back for this game to back up. It'll be interesting to see how Nathan Cleary goes. Apparently he's going to play more of a reduced role in this match from what I've seen on YouTube and some of the news articles and stuff like that. For this one, I mean, you can't go against Penrith at home. It just doesn't seem to matter who's in the squad. They seem to back up for each other. I think this is going to be another good match as well, though. Redcliffe are no slouches, so Penrith are going to have to be on their game. But I'm going to go for Penrith to win by 1 to 12 points. The second match on Sunday is between Manly and the Gold Coast. This one's being played at Brookvale Oval. Manly-Warringah in 7th at the moment. Gold Coast in 14th place. And these two sides will be playing for the Des Hasler Cup. Going into this match, Manly had a big win last week at Brookvale Oval over Newcastle, and the Gold Coast defeated Parramatta by 8 points. Gold Coast have also won their last 3 matches in a row in the league, and they're pretty much safe from the wooden spoon now. At the start of the year, you thought that they were penciled in to be one of the wooden spoon candidates, but they're okay. With the Gold Coast as well, they have a positive record at Brookvale Oval. They've had 6 wins there, 5 losses and 1 draw, so they certainly don't fear going to Brookvale Oval. I think this match will be high scoring, like the one that we saw earlier in the year between these two sides. I think there'll be lots of tries on show. For this match, I'm going to go for Manly to win by 1 to 12 points. I think that's Manly's been playing okay at the moment, so have the Gold Coast, but I'll tip Manly to win. And the final game to close out round 20 is between North Queensland and Canterbury Bankstown. This one's being played at the Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. North Queensland in 8th at the moment, Canterbury Bankstown in 5th. With these two sides, with Canterbury, I don't think people expected them to be this high on the table at this stage of the season. But their record at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, they've had 1 win there, 1 loss and a draw. At the old venue, 1300 Smile Stadium, Stockland Stadium, whatever you want to call it, they had a good record there. They played 20 matches and they won 13 times. From what I've seen on the team lists, some of the players that played in Origin will be backing up on the Sunday. With North Queensland, I think this has kind of been a bit of an up and down year for them. With Canterbury, the last couple of weeks, they've just found a way to win games. And in some of their matches, they probably shouldn't have won, but they've managed to find a way somehow. So I think Canterbury will play finals this year. So who do I think is going to win this match? I just have this feeling that Canterbury is somehow once again going to get a win from this game somehow. It might be another late try, it might be another drop goal, but it's kind of the theme at the moment where they're just finding a way to churn out results. So I'm going to go for Canterbury Bankstown to win by 1 or 12 points. So there are my tips around 20 of the 2024 NRL season. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know who you're tipping and place your margins down there as well. Thanks to everyone that's been watching my videos recently. It's much appreciated. And thanks to all the new subscribers as well. So anyways, this has been Rugby League History, and I'll catch us all later in the next one. Alright, ta-ra for now.